Okay, let's do this. It's gonna take a while to load. Okay. Jurchens versus Chinese. So, wait, I'm live, right? 30-second clip from Hera that I should watch. It's a cool trick for Scout Micro. Most of us don't do it. Is it the block thing? Okay. You want to show me later? I'll do the rec analysis now. Okay, you want to send it to me in chat? Or DM? You're an admin, right? You can definitely send clips. Okay, so Chinese. I think this is really bad scouting. So actually, I can't say it's really bad, but like the sheep and the scout were scouting at the same direction. Okay, so this is good. And you don't want to start from the sides. You want to like run straight to the front and scout, because you could be lamed. Your biggest threats are lamers. Yes, there are paid rec reviews. I actually had this, I promised to do this like a week ago, so. And then we haven't been able to find the perfect time for it. And then Jurchens and Chinese, what would I go for in this Civ matchup? CA loses against them. Step Lancers, they have bloodlines too. Let me think. I think maybe skirms. Okay, in terms of opening, they're gonna go scouts anyway. So scouts into skirms, into Castle Age skirms, into booming, into eco lead, destroy them however you want. Your animal kills need to be more under the TC, like something to work on a bit more. Opening, everything else seems fine. Scouting's okay now. Do you have a rough idea of how to wall? So for maps like this, something interesting is like this house, right? By putting this house down, you're saying you want to go straight down. But if you look at the map, the distance from this to the edge and the distance from this to the edge is very similar. And you already know that there are no wood lines here. So the best, like I would probably, so you need a house right now, right? You could send 3 vills to wood, you're Chinese, and then take one of them to build a house or even 2 houses. And then, because you need 2 houses to go up as Chinese anyways. And then you don't have to worry about the houses on the right side until you scout whether there's a wood line here. And then once you decide if there is or isn't, you can decide to wall straight down or not. Maybe it happens to be like a huge wood line here. All you have to do is wall that little. That distance is way smaller than this. And is that the case? That is actually the case. It's just an option. Maybe like walling to the cliff is another option. But I'm just saying sometimes you don't have to wall it like that. But of course you have to, oh, they're so far away from underneath the TC. It's okay, I do it too. But you gotta at least make a couple of your animals under the TC. And then of course you have to consider situations like, do you get to wall? Are you gonna play an aggressive feudal? Yeah, Chinese should go 20 21 or even 22 pop up. Do you want to do like an aggressive feudal? Do you think that sending your vills that far to wall would be unsafe? Stuff like that. There are pros and cons because walling down there is a long way to react with a vill. Yeah, exactly. So it's not something to consider. But you're Chinese. You can send a vill right now. I don't know his elo. I'm gonna... okay, I'm not gonna guess. I was gonna guess. But I feel like it's very hard to tell. What's this dance? What was this dance? Stable opening? Okay. Nice gate. I would say that's unnecessary. You're better off... Yep. Great quick walls. Amazing. Now, something you need to pay attention to with quick walls is, what she did really well here, is not to get them up, because everyone gets them up, but to send your vills back to work as soon as they get them up. Like, you don't want 2 vills standing here, 2 vills standing there, 1 vill repairing, the other one idling. That's the biggest threat to, like, everyone quick walls in time right now. At this point, stop making farms. Ouch, this farm. To make space for these vills who have their butts sticking out of the TC to collect sheep. I can't say anything about this. Like, you gotta watch out if you're walling them in. You just need to make sure to consistently keep it out. Do not engage with scouts. He's actually throwing here. If you garrison a little bit faster, yeah, he just threw 1 entire man-at-arms. I would try to not engage. This is also something I mess up. Just don't engage with your scouts. Like, imagine how much damage you could be doing with this initial scout plus 3 more scouts. Right? You would be annoying him from the barracks. You would be... Well, what are these 2 vills doing? He would not get the walls up. That vill is definitely dead. I don't know why he's sending 1 vill on gold without... Wait, he milled first and then what? What? Does he, like... What is this? So he is actually cooked right now. Look at how many farms you have. Look at him. But we don't know about it. But you actually scouted them. What? You scouted the range and the stable. You must be really confused. So if you scout both, you need to put a range down as well. What was your guess? Okay, the other thing is, if you're gonna kill the initial army with your scouts, bring your initial scout back and then engage. At least you have 1 more. I'm gonna guess like 1200. What else? Oh, you don't see... Wait, you do. You do see the chat because I have the full screen share. And also, if you're gonna fight, you should do it. Like, this is something MBL taught me as well. Like, you can bait him into coming in. Like, over here, this was an opportunity. Like, yes, you forgot to wall up and keep repairing the walls, but you could have done it in a way where he thought he got in, and you could have your scouts lurking in the back, and then as soon as he gets in, you fight with the vills in front and the scouts in the back and clear it. MBL also said to make pikes and kill them. So what's our next step? You saw him making a range and a scout, right? So your best answer should not be scouts and blacksmith because he has a range. You're making pikes. But anyways, he didn't make anything, so we're okay. Okay, walled up. 16 minute, not bad. Now we know the pikes are useful. Yeah, good equal balance. I would just run straight in. If he runs straight in, okay, great gate. He'd probably try to find damage here, maybe kill this vill. But what else would he do with this mass of scouts? So great defense here. Yeah. TCs always miss scouts. Actually, unless it's your initial scout that goes into the TC, then it always dies. That's me. So what's our plan? 2 stable knights with 6 vills on gold? That's not enough. Okay, I get you want stone. Why not here? Why not here? What is this? Think about how little, like, you can put 1 farm here, 2 farms. That's it. Maybe 1 here, like all the way in the back. I get that you want stone, but this is a really safe stone. You don't need a TC here for the stone. If you were to wall straight down, and then like with all that walling, if you're even still scared, you could wall this side in like that, but I don't see a point to that. But this is definitely some really safe stone that doesn't need a TC. If you want stone, you should make a TC here. Ideally here, but if you feel like it's unsafe, you can also make it in the back. You're getting stone anyways. The bad thing about making the TC like in the back is your stone could still be harassed. A lot of cases where something is forward, I like to make my TC right in front. Like, let's say there isn't a wood line here and my gold is here. Then I like to make my TC in front so that even if they mangan out from down this hill, I get all the gold while I'm being mangan out. What's going on with Red's base? The scouts are in, which is reasonable. Like, going for the scouts is good. So at this point, Red is cooked. What's the vill count? Yeah. What? You brought a wildlife with you. You got +1/+1 for that? Okay. If you're getting that much tech and bloodlines, actually no, you skip bloodlines. Okay. I think you could have prioritized maybe, oh, did you get husbandry? Nope. I think you should prioritize armor. You don't need the attack if you're going to raid under the TC. Or if you're gonna kill vills and not go under the TC and just have like 3 scouts running around, kill 1 vill under the farm, get the attack, and get husbandry, but don't get bloodlines or armor. So getting both attack and armor, but not getting bloodlines and husbandry is really weird. It's either you're like raiding with attack or raiding under the TC with armor, or fighting up front with bloodlines, husbandry, all the tech. And the thing is, delete the palisade gate. Oh, this one. Okay, yeah, this one's really annoying. But more importantly, you should refresh your lumber camp. It's not even the palisade gate. That's the problem right now. It's all these vills walking back and forth. The second thing is, you guys have been up to castle for, what, 4 minutes? Yeah, 5 minutes. And do you know what he's on? Have you scouted the forward? Like, how many vills? Let's say he hides the ranges, which is reasonable for CA players, which actually isn't the case here because his base is open. But if he does hide the ranges, you can count how many vills are on gold to sort of tell what he's going for. And look at the tech. So I think the fact that the CA showed up by surprise without you knowing that he was going CA is a problem. So you had 5 minutes to scout what he was going to play in castle, and you still haven't figured it out. Siege Workshop, good defense. Okay, these are like small things that I know, like controlling in 2 places is hard. Okay, so going back to defense. Imagine if your TC was here. Isn't that so much safer? These would be really safe farms. He would not be shooting from there. Of course, scouting that he was playing CA would have been even better. So this goes back to, like, is this TC really needed? Why can't I just make a mining camp here? Refresh your lumber camps. Okay, you got all the tech. Okay, ranges, what are we going for? Skirms? Yeah, you do need a market. Okay, so I think what you need to do now is, you have a siege workshop, right? You made the siege workshop to defend. Where are your siege? Where are your scorpions? And then you started making ranges. Look at all the food. That's 100. That's like the 4 vills. That's another 200. Plus that's another 100. So that's 400 food. You would have had 600 food by now. And if you spent the gold to buy the other 400 and just idle for a bit, you would be up to Imp. Now, I'm not saying like you should go up to Imp and do nothing, but because Imp takes a long time and you're completely safe at home with the extra gold and wood to make scorpions, just make the ranges now if you want to, but do not get the tech until you click Imp. Once you click Imp, start queuing skirms, start getting elite skirms, start getting all the tech. So this way, you sort of squeeze the food for Imp and get the timing and get the army you want. So I don't think going for skirms at this point is a good answer. Okay, your siege is out. I would say Scorpion is a better choice. Like, this thing is expensive. It doesn't really defend well. At least not as good as Scorpions, because like the idea is not to siege any of his buildings down. It's mostly just to scare him away. And now he's just dancing in your face. It's annoying. Oh yeah, Spencer, are you gonna send me the clip here? What? Arbs? Okay. In chat? I'll check it out after this. Look, imagine if you had 2 scorpions and you had them sitting here. Would he be shooting this? I'm guessing 1200 elo. Look, look, look. You could have been Imp by now. Look at all that food. Use your market. Okay, I'll check out the DM. I'm sharing my entire screen, so I'll do it after rec reviewing. What's this? What's this mass migration of 28 Vils? Okay, so why did we let the Vils walk around like that but delete this house? If we're gonna delete a house to come out, which I do all the time, people say I abuse houses, then just get your Vils out this way. Why were they looping around? You wanna like delete the Vils first? I mean delete the house first, then get the Vils out. Oh, what is going on here? Okay. Yeah, scorpions would be much better. I think... Okay, so here's something interesting. Like, given all the weird things that have happened, at this point, you don't need a castle here. You got these. You have Imp coming. Wait a little bit and put the castle on his face. At least put it here. He has no army. There's nothing he has. What's this? Okay. That's not something to worry about if you have Imp with the army. So that's why I was saying, wait a little bit and put the castle on his face. It doesn't have to be like on his face, like right here. But these are Iron Pagoda, the UUs of Jurchens. But here, because you don't need a castle here at all. You can put the next one here, but you're going for Imp. Yeah, they do. But if you're gonna go Arbs, you're fine. So right now, I think you're still ahead, given how much he's lost there. Your eco is kind of sad. Chukanu? Wait, why? Why did we stop making army from 3 ranges? We need this castle for Trebs. Okay, this is why gates cannot be trusted. That's a pain. Don't go back. Don't go back. So in these cases, make monks, make new TCs, migrate Vils, make new TCs here, and make Trebs and don't go back. You, at this point, like you're up to Imp first, you need to kill. You're behind in eco from all of that. Going back isn't gonna solve anything. You're on 2 legs, he's on 4 legs. He's gonna run around, kill stuff, and delay your time to attack. The paper gate didn't hold long. It didn't hold at all. Do we have ballistics? Do we have... So, big mistake. Why are we idling 3 ranges? We don't even have ballistics. Okay, we're cooked now. So, this was the turning point. We were ahead. We were in Imp. We had a chance. We're cooked now. Yeah, I would say you're toast. Also played him in 1v1. So, did I guess his elo right? I'm saying around 1200. Here's the next paper gate. Look, see, this is what I meant by don't go back. You're not gonna catch up. Ever. And this is all open. I don't think you're fixing all of that and closing him in anytime soon. And you just delayed your forward push by, what, like 2 minutes? But, of course, the biggest mistake is why aren't we making army out of 3 ranges in the back? Why aren't we making Trebs? Why is the next castle here? This castle needs to be on his face. Actually, the first one needed to be on his face. If not the first one, the second one needs to. We're pretty cooked now. I don't know what Chinese has against Iron Pagoda. Like Halbs? Like standard Halbs? Okay. What are we waiting for? What? Why did we gather here before departing to kill him here? Okay, we gave him all the time in the world to get a castle down on a hill, which I don't know why he built it there. He should have made it here at least. That would have been a way stronger castle. And it's been, what, like 38 minutes? We were up to Imp at like 32, 33 minutes. It's been another 5 minutes, and we haven't made a single Treb. We got 1 queued, but after 2 more Chukanus. Okay, we're cooked now. So he's got a bunch of skirms. You raided your base to death. You're idling your TC, not making vills, and at 92 vills. And the other thing is we have, we know he's going Iron Pagoda, right? We need a solution for it. We need Trebs coming out of the... Okay. So here's the new thing. I think you're falling to the trap of being distracted and letting him decide where your battlefields are. When he ran into your base... you decided to chase after him, and he was able to change the battlefield from putting a forward castle on his face like this, or a castle here trebbing this one down, to you chasing him around and then him getting away in the end. And you patching this hole while leaving all of that open. And then the second part, we finally got some trebs out, a lot of them. We need to siege these castles that destroy his eco. Who cares about this castle? So what does this castle actually do? It denies what, 1 farm? That's all it actually denies. And, not even 1 wood from that side. We don't need to care about it. Just seal up. Make monks to defend. Make halbs. I don't know what kills Iron Pagoda. Probably halbs. And then start attacking. He is distracting us way too much. When we're falling into the trap, we're giving him time to make skirms. Okay. So Chukanu actually does decent against it. Send me a rec. So, wow, these Chukanus are pretty crazy. I do rec reviews for 100 bits each. And it's kind of late, so I'll do it next time. If you want to send it in, that's okay. Okay, great castle. Yes, 100 bits. I think you just cheer at the bottom for 100 bits, which is $1. Okay, your base is getting destroyed. Whoa, you rang the town bell. Okay, that's GG. What do we do against this? Okay, okay. The fight wasn't gonna go well anyways. But if you're gonna fight, you better stay on this hill. You had a chance to engage the skirms up this hill, but you decided to back off and fight downhill, or let him kill your trebs. What? Wait, what? Look at his res. I think he had something that he needed to attend to. I don't think he resigned because he thought he was dead. Look at his res. Okay, so couple things. First of all, walling, like not walling in time, putting TCs in random spots. So that's like something earlier on in the game. Like just macro things, like killing your animals under the TC in Dark Age, and then scouting what he's doing and at the beginning of every age. So you saw the stable and you saw the range, but you weren't sure which one was producing. And then the men-at-arms, you need to, if you're going to clear them with scouts, you need to bring your initial scout back. After scouting what he's on, you bring your initial scout back. You fight with scouts and vills, you clear it, then you go scout what he's doing again. And if you see a range, you need a counter range. But he actually didn't make much this time, but that's just an exception. And then what else? Not choosing the right army to go for, and not committing to it. You made a siege workshop, but you didn't make scorpions out of them to defend. You made one mangonel. Actually, it's called a rocket cart. Yes, and it didn't defend you from the CAs that were killing your farms and your farmers. And then you decided to get like archers, and you even invested into armor for archers, which is something I never buy until Imp. But that's just me. That's just... Maybe it's not the best practice. But I'm just saying, you need to save up the gold for Imp. Imagine if you hit Imp like 3 minutes earlier. Fruit Flight, get out. Imagine if you hit Imp 2 minutes earlier and had a castle on his face. And then when he raids you, you should not be so distracted that you send all your forces back. I would imagine if you had Trebs in front, you'd be the person to walk your army back and clear your base while your enemy snipes your Trebs. That's something you definitely don't want to happen. And by, like, remembering to have your army stay with the forward push and the Trebs is important. So, oh, and also, don't trust in paper gates. I think those are the main mistakes. I still think you're pretty dead at this position. I think if he starts massing skirms, not from 2 ranges, but he needs like 5 more ranges, like 7, 8 ranges, you're pretty toast. Look at res collected. He's got way more food. He got a little bit more wood. But everything is kind of even, right? But look at the food he got. I don't think it's over. I don't know why he resigned. You haven't found a chance to kill his eco that much. And these iron pagodas, if they run into your base, are still pretty deadly for you. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, I don't know why your opponent resigned. He was in a good spot. Like, even the "oh no, we're dead" Lily would say he is not dead. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he had something to go and deal with. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna stop sharing the entire screen. Wait, did I get a bit cheering? Did I get anything? Okay, I'm gonna check the clip right now. What? What emote? Okay, let me pull it up. I'll watch with you guys.
It's not gonna do anything. Okay, you make a TC. Okay, fair enough. Then if you make a TC, you don't need four staples. Maximum, if you make a TC, like maximum 2, to be honest. Maybe 3. But 4 is too much if you're planning to add a TC. So this is just like you're...
Wait, you want to send me the second? The right time?
scout rating is like hitting and then running when they react. And there you could have done a bit more. Nice. Good. Hit him, hit him, hit him. Okay. Not bad, but I think we can be a bit sharper there. Alright, let's see what we do here.
I'm trying to find something.
Okay, we could have killed that though. Not bad though. I like that you're running away from the spearman, and that's pretty good. Okay, let me see if I can show you something. Let me see if I can explain something to you here real quick. It's gonna be hard because I don't actually have the game open. I'm just on Cap Rage. Okay, what you want to do here, so what you did was you just right click the build. Fair enough, like that's how you hit units. Okay, I understand. There's actually a really advanced trick you can do. Like this is what the pro players do. Basically, instead of just right clicking from far, you run your scouts. You're right clicking here. So you right click here, and then when you're on top of the build, like you're just surrounding it, then you right click it. And then you right click it, then you right click move to where it's going, and then you right click it again. If you do that, you're gonna be like, everything hits the Vil, then it moves a little, you move with it, hit again, everything hits the Vil right away.
Is that what you're talking about, Spencer? I think a lot of people know it. I knew it. And it's not better than blocking. So I actually learned it 2 years ago from Survivalist. And I tried it, and it varies by patch. So in some patches, the scouts block themselves and they block each other, and they don't even get in, like, on top of the Vil. And in some other patches, it works. It's kind of like Stop Micro and Patrol, and I've decided to just stick to blocking. Yeah, it might be better than block in this patch. It might fail when they have a new hotfix or experimental release that destroys it. So I've done it before, and I feel like blocking is more consistent. Okay, I'll give it a try next time if I realize it. But with pathing and everything, I just, like, the reason why I go for Stop Micro and blocking is because they're so consistent. And I do it, like, I do this as well when holding Alt, so they don't click the buildings by accident. I also do it. Okay, sure. I think you're able to join from this link. Hasn't expired, right? Yeah, we're good. Stand ground patrol, yes, that's right. Yep, melee units. I've seen it in 2P versus 2P Champy fights. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed. Bye, guys.